I've made a decision. I will pursue that faced Mechon.
Descubram a versão melhorada de uma história de criação e vingança em Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Joguem a 60 frames por segundo, com resolução 4K no modo TV ou Full HD no modo portátil. As cenas cinematográficas no jogo têm agora uma resolução e uma taxa de fotogramas melhoradas. E as conversas entre personagens estão agora totalmente dobradas. Mas não é tudo. Apresentamos o veículo Jet. Subam a bordo para viajarem pelo mundo aberto a alta velocidade. Mas tenham cuidado, pois alguns inimigos poderão ser capazes de apanhar-vos. Usem o Jet para recolher cristais e chegar à meta. Ou para participar em corridas nas quais competirão com os vossos colegas de equipa em vários locais. Podem também usar o equipamento desenhado especialmente para se deslocarem no Jet. O epílogo Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected oferece ainda uma resolução e uma taxa de fotogramas melhoradas, assim como o Jet. Podem adquirir Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition em separado ou num pack de melhoria, no caso de já terem a versão do jogo para a Nintendo Switch.
Do you ever think about love?
Rhythm Paradise Groove. Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
the kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
Go forth, magician!
I can't lose.
And use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with BA. BA. And a healing spell with B down A. B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack. Beep.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock. Beep.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play. Get into the groove solo or with friends. Rhythm Paradise Groove.
Há ainda mais diversão a caminho do Reino Flor em Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, mais vamos ao Parque Bellabel. Vamos descobrir quais são as novidades nesta versão do jogo. Podem encontrar uma variedade de atrações multijogadores na área de atrações do Parque Bellabel. Aqui poderão visitar 3 praças, cada uma com formas diferentes de jogar com familiares e amigos. Até 4 pessoas podem jogar juntas na mesma consola na praça multijogador local. Há 17 atrações de cooperação e competição diferentes à vossa escolha. E com o Game Share, todos podem participar com apenas uma cópia do jogo. Sigam para a praça salas de jogo para jogarem com amigos através de uma ligação local sem fios ou online. Até 12 jogadores podem competir nas 6 atrações únicas que se encontram aqui. E na Praça Gincana, jogarão uma série de atrações diferentes de seguida. Compitam a solo ou em equipa e alcancem o maior número de vitórias que conseguirem. Ou então trabalhem em conjunto para concluir as atrações. Há muitas formas divertidas de jogar. Noutro lugar do Parque Bellabel encontra-se a área de acampamento. Aqui há um campo de treino gerido pela Brigada Toad, onde podem tentar concluir desafios em níveis da aventura principal. Até 4 jogadores podem concluir estes desafios em conjunto numa só consola. Há 74 treinos diferentes e ganharão acesso a estes à medida que progridem na aventura principal. Ao concluírem treinos suficientes, subirão na hierarquia da Brigada Toad. Tentem tornar-se exploradores de elite. Ao jogarem as atrações e participarem nos treinos, ganharão água Bellabel. Reguem os rebentos nos canteiros com esta água para fazerem crescer várias flores que podem usar para decorar o parque como quiserem. Podem colher novas saudações e fazer desabrochar flores instrumentais. Tragam-nas à banda Poplin para ajudarem a recrutar novos membros e a trazer energia musical para o parque.
The stars await.
A Rosalina chegou ao Reino Flor. Ela tem as mesmas habilidades que o Mario e companhia e pode aventurar-se pelo mundo dos fenómenos e até usar itens de transformação. Os Bowsões também regressaram e estão espalhados pelos diferentes mundos do Reino Flor. Procurem pistas e preparem-se para novas batalhas surpreendentes enquanto tentam encontrá-los. Também está a florir um novo item de transformação. Lancem flores giratórias na vertical para atacarem inimigos, ou prolonguem o vosso tempo de voo quando saltam ao agitarem as vossas folhas. Serão ainda adicionadas insígnias duplas que combinam os efeitos de 2 insígnias numa só. Algumas combinações podem tornar a vossa aventura mais fácil, ao passo que outras a tornarão mais difícil, expandindo as formas de jogar disponíveis. A pequena grande amiga da Rosalina, Luma, está pronta para ajudar. A Luma pode ser selecionada quando há 2 ou mais jogadores. Ela pode voar pelo nível, girar para derrotar inimigos e apanhar moedas para ajudar os outros jogadores. Adicionalmente, podem jogar com a Luma com os controlos de rato, tornando a experiência de jogo mais intuitiva para que até os jogadores com menos experiência possam juntar-se à aventura. Também será adicionado um modo de ajuda. Podem ativar este modo para evitar sofrer danos com qualquer personagem. E caso caiam num buraco, serão trazidos de volta à terra firme por uma flor hélice. Podem ativar ou desativar o modo de ajuda a qualquer momento a partir do menu de pausa. Caso nunca tenham jogado um título do Mario antes ou estejam com dificuldades, esta é uma boa forma de explorarem o Reino Flor ao vosso ritmo. Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, mais vamos ao Parque Bellabel, disponível para a Nintendo Switch 2 a 26 de março. Caso já tenham a versão para a Nintendo Switch, podem fazer a melhoria para a versão Nintendo Switch 2 Edition ao adquirirem o pack de melhoria. Estes amiibo do Super Mario Bros. Wonder serão lançados ao mesmo tempo que o jogo. Podem usá-los para fazer com que certas decorações no Parque Bellabel se alterem. Também podem usar amiibo compatíveis enquanto estão no nível para receberem itens de transformação úteis.
Prep the R-Wings. We've got a job to do, Star Fox. Let's rock and roll!
That was the easy part, Fox.
It's a trap! Take him down!
You are an enemy!
Fall in, team. How are we doing?
Hit 'em quick and hit 'em hard.
Pegue 12.
Come, celebrate the second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
We'll never win the battles ahead without them. We need as many as we can recruit.
The Dagsion Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of Dagsion, bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships, temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to Dagda, the Empire's first and founding king.
Have begun!
It's said that Solel, the current ruler, will grant one wish to whoever wins the games. Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying convictions they refuse to yield. The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory. Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Dagsion for crimes committed. In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father. Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
Beautiful.
He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda. This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road to Dagsion.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands. Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom, Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle with the goal of winning the games. A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games. To bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Lita heads to Dagsion with supportive companions in tow.
I'm sorry, Theodora, but I won't be letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
But I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Going into each match, you'll choose your party members and their initial placement on the field. Then, let the battle commence. Each unit's movement range is shown in blue, and their attack range in red. Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins. You'll take turns moving and fighting across the map as you engage in fierce combat. Victory includes defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions. The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack. Swords are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks. Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units. Axes have low accuracy but high attack power. Bows strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units. And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations. There are also swords that call down lightning, gauntlets that look like firearms, and other unique weapons to find. Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack. Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance, and get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks. The terrain can also give you an advantage. While adjacent allies can receive buffs, take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor. Combat arts are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power, longer range, or other advantageous effects. So use them in decisive moments. There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power, called Blaze Arts. Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide area. After moving, Dietrich's ink-black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible. Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at foes. Lida plays her Vihuela to buff allies, summon a powerful monster, and more. These special moves can turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero's health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time. After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't go as planned. Based on their class, such as Shido, who are skilled with swords, Bardingers, who fight on horseback, and Bishops, who use white magic, a unit's abilities can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range of movement also vary. Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers. Beginner classes are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons. Diviners can wield magic. And Orneus riders can cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor. Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and cover long distances, while charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight line. There are over 10 to attain. Advanced classes are masters of their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily armored units. Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic, plus other classes that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find the overwhelmingly powerful elephant riders and other classes that fight while astride giant beasts.
You defeat me?
Between matches, you'll have time to get ready for what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent. So use this information while exploring Dagsion. Or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Dagsion. The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold to research your opponents. At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons and tools, or enhance your weapons using materials you've collected. This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the Divine Sovereign and is home to 7 temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle. These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff, halving the damage you receive, and more. Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam. The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask for your help.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Dagsion. Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it.
Or invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over. At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
Looking good.
Characters who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities. This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option. When you venture outside of Dagsion, you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully. Visit towns to purchase local wares.
Anything you'd like?
Or gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world map. When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin. Earn experience points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons, where you'll collect materials for strengthening weapons, along with other treasures. When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon, a turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes can use abilities that are unique to them. For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send out her assembled troops to gather materials or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance. Need some help.
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power of battle.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign, that I vow to you. People of Dagsion, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright. On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Five years after the heroic games, Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor. Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god, Sophis, calls down a single soul. This is the story's true protagonist. You are given 2 choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task. Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the 4 heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins, the end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th, only on Nintendo Switch 2. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagsion collection, which includes a 150-page art book, 12 character art cards, and more will be available the same day. Plus, more Fire Emblem content will be available following this presentation. Nintendo Music, a service that lets you listen to Nintendo tunes anytime, anywhere, will be updated with selected tracks from this game, including the main theme, later today. Additionally, the Nintendo Today Smart Device app, which brings you daily updates from Nintendo, will receive a new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow. The app will also feature new information about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave leading up to launch. There will also be a new Ask the Developer article, in which developers share their thoughts about working on this game on September 15th.